1. Pearl Jam drummer Matt Cameron leaves band after 27 years. 2. 9 potential drummers to replace Matt Cameron in Pearl Jam. 3. Matt Cameron leaves Pearl Jam after 27 years as drummer. What's next? 1. Pearl Jam drummer Matt Cameron leaves band after 27 years. Imagine this, a legendary drummer hangs up his sticks after nearly 3 decades with one of rock's most iconic bands. That's exactly what's happening with Matt Cameron and Pearl Jam. Drummer Matt Cameron, a name synonymous with rhythmic prowess, has officially bid farewell to Pearl Jam after an astonishing 27-year tenure. In a heartfelt statement, Cameron reflected on his journey. After 27 fantastic years, I have taken my final steps down the drum riser for the mighty Pearl Jam. My deepest gratitude goes to Jeff, Ed, Mike, and Stone for welcoming me into the band in 1998 and granting me the opportunity of a lifetime. This journey has been filled with invaluable friendships, artistic growth, countless challenges, and endless laughter. I am eternally thankful to the crew, staff, and our dedicated fans around the globe. It's been an extraordinary adventure. Stay tuned for what's next. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Pearl Jam, in their response, highlighted Cameron's immense contributions, from being one of our earliest musical inspirations in bands like Skinyard and the legendary Soundgarden, to laying down tracks on our very first demos in 1990. Matt Cameron has been an unparalleled force as a musician and drummer. His energy and skill have driven the last 27 years of our live performances and studio albums. This chapter was profoundly significant for us, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors. He will be profoundly missed and remains our eternal friend in the realms of art and music. At 62, Cameron joined Pearl Jam in 1998, stepping in after the initial disbandment of Soundgarden the previous year, replacing drummer Jack Irons. His impact was immense, as he played on every Pearl Jam album from 2000's Binaural to their most recent release, 2024's Dark Matter. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans argue that Cameron's departure could mark the end of an era for Pearl Jam, questioning if the band can maintain its signature sound without him. What do you think? Will Pearl Jam continue to thrive, or is this a turning point that could redefine their legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 2. 9 potential drummers to replace Matt Cameron in Pearl Jam. Imagine the heart of one of rock's most iconic bands suddenly skips a beat. That's exactly what happened when Matt Cameron, the thunderous drummer of Pearl Jam, announced his departure after a staggering 27 years with the band. The news hit fans hard, leaving many to wonder what's next for the legendary group. Could this be the end, or is it simply the start of a new chapter? But here's where it gets controversial. Matt Cameron isn't just any drummer. His thunderous beats have been the backbone of Pearl Jam's sound since the late 90s, replacing Jack Irons after his sudden departure. With Cameron's departure, Pearl Jam faces a daunting task, finding someone who can fill those shoes. Yet, there's a silver lining. 2025 has seen a surprising number of bands part ways with their drummers, including Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, and Godsmack. Could this be a coincidence, or is there a deeper trend at play? While it's true that Cameron's departure is a significant loss, it's important to remember that Pearl Jam has weathered such storms before. The band has seen a revolving door of drummers over the years, from Dave Crusson to Matt Chamberlain, Dave Abruzzese, and finally Irons and Cameron. Each change brought its own unique flavor to the band's sound, and it's likely that this new chapter will be no different. So, who could replace Matt Cameron in Pearl Jam? Here are 9 drummers who have the chops and the charisma to take on the challenge. 1. Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters frontman and Nirvana legend. Grohl has the rock credentials to spare. 2. Travis Barker, Blink-182's powerhouse drummer. Barker brings a punk edge that could invigorate Pearl Jam. 3. Josh Freese, a seasoned session drummer. Freese has played with everyone from 9 Inch Nails to Weezer. 4. Dave Lombardo, Slayer's former drummer. Lombardo's aggressive style could add a new dimension to Pearl Jam's sound. 5. Mario Cipollina, the former Huey Lewis and the News bassist turned drummer, has a versatile approach that could suit Pearl Jam. 6. Dave Gems, a respected session drummer. Gems has worked with artists like Peter Gabriel and Tori Amos. 7. Dave Abruzzese. A former Pearl Jam drummer himself, Abruzzese knows the band's sound inside out. 8. Brandon Charles Boyd. Incubus's drummer, Boyd brings a unique blend of rock and funk to the table. 9. Zach De La Rocha. Rage Against the Machine's frontman, De La Rocha's politically charged lyrics and intense drumming could inject a fresh energy into Pearl Jam. And this is the part most people miss. While we've listed some potential replacements, the real question is, can anyone truly replace Matt Cameron? His drumming has been such an integral part of Pearl Jam's identity for decades. Perhaps, instead of trying to replace him, the band should embrace this opportunity to explore new sounds and directions. So, what do you think? Could any of these drummers step up to the plate, or is there someone else who deserves a shot? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The future of Pearl Jam is uncertain, but one thing's for sure: the rock world is watching with bated breath. 3. Matt Cameron leaves Pearl Jam after 27 years as drummer. What's next? In a surprising turn of events, Matt Cameron, the iconic drummer for Pearl Jam, has announced his departure from the band after an impressive 27-year tenure. This news was shared on social media, where Cameron expressed his gratitude to his bandmates, Eddie Vedder, Stone Gossard, Mike McCready, and Jeff Ament, for welcoming him into the fold back in 1998. Despite the heartfelt farewell, the reasons behind his departure remain undisclosed, leaving fans and followers curious about the circumstances. Pearl Jam's journey to finding a consistent drummer was a tumultuous one. Initially, Dave Crusson held the position until 1991, followed by a brief stint with Matt Chamberlain. Dave Abruzzese then took over, only to be replaced by Jack Irons in 1994. It wasn't until Cameron joined in 1998 that the band found stability behind the drums. By then, Pearl Jam had already released 5 studio albums, including the groundbreaking 10 in 1991 and Versus in 1993. Cameron's first album with the band, Binaural, was released in 2000, and he contributed to all subsequent studio projects, the latest being Dark Matter in 2024. Before his time with Pearl Jam, Cameron was a key member of Soundgarden, contributing to seminal albums like Badmotorfinger and Superunknown. He also collaborated with Chris Cornell and his future Pearl Jam bandmates in the supergroup Temple of the Dog. Beyond these bands, Cameron explored other musical ventures, including a 2013 album with Zach Hill and Janet Weiss titled Drumgasm, and his solo debut Cave Dweller in 2017. More recently, he joined forces with Chris Novoselic and Kim Thayil for the album Third Secret. Cameron's contributions to music were recognized with his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017, as a member of Pearl Jam. He is set to be inducted again later this year as a member of Soundgarden. In his statement, Cameron reflected on his time with Pearl Jam, expressing deep gratitude for the friendships, artistic experiences, and challenges he encountered. He thanked the crew, staff, and fans worldwide, acknowledging the incredible journey he shared with the band. Pearl Jam reciprocated the sentiment, highlighting Cameron's role as a musical hero and a driving force behind their live performances and studio recordings. They expressed their deep appreciation for his contributions and wished him well in his future endeavors. But here's where it gets controversial. What do you think prompted Cameron's departure? Was it a personal decision, or were there underlying tensions within the band? Share your thoughts and join the discussion below.